Bolton is here, former assistant to the president for national security affairs, also former ambassador to the United Nations. Good to see you, sir. Thank you. What is next now in this showdown between the American administration and the Israeli military?
Well, I think with the initial pause now behind us, I think Israel's best judgment here is simply to proceed militarily to achieve the objective it says it wants, which is the elimination of Hamas. I think the second guessing by the Biden administration, the efforts to prolong the pause, to turn it into a full ceasefire, are objectively pro-Hamas because it denies Israel the self-defense right it has to eliminate the terrorist threat. I think that's a kind of terrorist veto. And I think when you take the position that Israel can defend itself, it just can't defend itself very well, you're setting up an impossible task for the Israelis unless they just continue to pursue this on their own.
You and I have spent a lot of time together in Jerusalem. You've spent a lot of time with Prime Minister Netanyahu, certainly more than I have. But I can't imagine him taking kindly to this. My only question for you, is there a chance we're misreading this, to be fair? That the Biden administration is having to say this because they're in a political pickle and they're unable to have moral clarity, even though sometimes that's the much stronger position. And at the same time, they're telling the Israelis, look, send text messages and put out leaflets, but go do what you need to do.
No, look, I think the administration is weak. I think it's weak on Ukraine, it's weak on China, it's weak on Iran, it's weak on North Korea, and it's weak on the terrorist threat that Israel faces. Biden's rhetorical support initially was quite strong, but when he put his arm around Netanyahu, he kept his arm around Netanyahu, and they really are trying to constrain what Israel is doing. Maybe it's for political reasons. I think you've got an important point there. I think the administration is scared to death of the left wing of the Democratic Party. But it's also because Biden internationally wants to have it both ways, saying he favors self-defense, just not very much of it. That's the terrorist veto.
Look, and the problem, right, is when you want to have it both ways, especially on an issue of good versus evil or right versus wrong, you don't really have it either way because you don't get the support of the pro-Hamas wing of the Democratic Party, and you also don't get the support of the pro-Israel types. I think this is pretty interesting. This is from Hamas today. This is one of the Hamas spokespeople who was interviewed by CBS about the hostages themselves. Right now, about 138 or so still being held, including Americans, in Gaza.
How many hostages do you have left in your hands that are still alive?
I don't know.
You don't know?
The number is not so important.
Is it time, as sad as this might be to say, to resign ourselves that it was great to get the hostages out that came out, but that can no longer be the focus?
Well, I think there's clearly a tension between Israel's two objectives, eliminate Hamas and get the hostages out. Here's an interesting statistic. During the first 6 weeks of conflict, when Israel was pounding Hamas in the north and some in the south, how many hostages did Hamas kill? I think the answer to that is we're not aware of anybody they killed. And there's a reason for that. A dead hostage isn't any good to Hamas. So if we don't know that they've killed any in the first 6 weeks, why do we think they're suddenly going to start killing them if Israel resumes its military operations? I think that's bluff. But I think there's another point, too. I think they've got more than 140 hostages. They've already released a lot of other nationals people hadn't honestly paid any attention to, Thailand and other countries. I suspect there are more there. And here's the thing that really worries me. When you're getting 3 Palestinian prisoners released for every hostage every kidnapped victim you turn back to Israel, there's a business plan there to get more Israeli hostages, and that is not good news for the Israeli people.
Yeah, it's not. And look, Hamas has said they're going to keep doing this every time they get an opportunity. Mr. Ambassador, welcome back to the program. We've missed you. It's great to see you, sir. Thank you.